Hello everyone. In the previous video, you have learned about posting sensor data on web pages. In this video, you will learn about controlling LED from the web using MicroPython. So let's get started. About web server. Web server is a software dedicated to run the software that can satisfy a client request on the World Wide Web. A web server may contain one or more websites. A web server processes incoming network requests over the HTTP and several other related protocols. See, from here, I'm going to control my relay here. So this is web client and web server. Here our NodeMCU will be placed here as a web server and client. From my monitor, I'm going to control the relay which is connected to NodeMCU, which is server. Okay, this is what we are following in this. So open our UPY Craft ID and start programming the for a web server connecting with web page here. So first we need to import from mission, import star. This is the first package we need to do when we work with MicroPython in ESP. In first we need to do this thing. First we need to import mission package to work on NodeMCU with the help of UPY Craft ID. So when we import this mission package, automatically the pin configurations or PWM pin, all the NodeMCU pin configuration will comes under mission package here. Next thing, from network, import star. This is a package where all the Wi-Fi functions will be present there. Next thing, we need to import from time, import star. The first three things we need to import to create Wi-Fi functions here. Next thing we require is socket here, because when we follow client and server architecture, we need to have socket here. So import, or we can simply from usocket import star, or we can do this like this: import usocket as socket. See, when we create its alias name here, so we can use usocket in place of usocket we can use socket. So in both way we can take. So I am taking the second process here. For that I am keeping its commented. So, and next thing we need to have here garbage collector. So import GC, which is garbage collector, and GC dot collect function will collect all the garbage value which is present in ESP. So next thing we need to mention SSID. SSID equals to my SSID Cotnan COE is my SSID. You can replace this SSID with your own username here. And next thing, password. Password equals to my password. You can replace this one with your password. Yeah. Next thing is relay declaration here. For which pin we want to assign array here. So next thing is here we are going to declare relay here. So relay equals to pin of 5 comma pin dot out. And next thing we need to know, we need to have Wi-Fi connections. So I will write the Wi-Fi function here, diff of Wi-Fi, and now I will write the Wi-Fi code. Okay. Start with print line here, print connecting to Wi-Fi. Yeah. Next thing, we need to initialize the variable for our station here. Station equals to WAN of HTA underscore IF, and if station dot is connected equals to true, then print station dot if config, else return here, and come out of the loop and write station dot active of true, or we can write true, or we can write empty function there. So, and start and give our SSID and password here. So station dot connect of SSID comma password. Already we have mentioned here our SSID and password. We'll take those values here, and we need to wait until our Wi-Fi get connected with our credentials. So while station dot is connected equals to false. This statement says that it will wait until our Wi-Fi get connected with our Node MCU here. After connected, so we will print a statement called print connecting, or we can write connection successfully. And then we will print the configurations, Wi-Fi configurations here. So station dot if config, yeah, and we'll call the function here Wi-Fi. Yeah, this is how we have written Wi-Fi function here. Next, I'm going to write for our web page. Now I'll write a function for web page here. Define web underscore page of, yeah. Now if relay dot value equals to 1, then relay underscore state equals to empty string, else relay underscore state equals to check. Now we'll come out of this loop and write HTML code here. HTML equals to triple quotations. In between this we need to write HTML code. So for your clear understanding, I will write code in Sublime Text, and I will copy that from there and I will paste it here. So for your understanding, for clear understanding, I am going for Sublime Text to write the HTML code there. Start with HTML tag. So if you save this file, save as sample.html, automatically changes clear. See, if I write HTML, automatically the document format will come here. So so that's the reason I have taken this. So I am removing this one. Title I don't need here. So in between head and body, I'm going to write the code here. So start with meta tag and meta tag name equals to viewport content width equals to device width, because it all the CSS code where you can write user friendly web pages. So width in the sense width equals to device width. What it means, it will take the screen size of the particular system or any mobile phone, because if you want to control the things using your mobile phone or website should be user friendly, which is it can be applicable for, it can be changed for a mobile view or it can be changed for desktop view here. So comma initial dot scale 1 equals to 1 and close this and write style here. Style tag. See, type equals to text equals to CSS. So in that we will write CSS code here. So we can remove this. In between we will write the CSS code here. Body of font family property, it's a property, is equal to Arial. We press Arial colon and see automatically text alien equals to center and then margin. Margin equals to 0 pixels and auto and padding top equals to 30 pixel. So all these are predefined values for what we say user friendly websites or responsive websites here. So close the body tag here, automatically it closes, right? So next thing we need to do is dot switch off position dot relative, and next thing display equals to inline block, and next thing width 120 px, and next height 68px. These are the things which for the switch we need to place in our web page. For that we need to we are writing the properties here. So next thing, the switch is completed and we are going for another one, which is because we need to have a drag switch here. So switch input of display none. And next thing we need to do for slider position equals to absolute, and content and height equals to 52 pixels, width equals to 52 pixels, and then left equals to 8 pixels. All switches value we need to do here. For switches we are writing here CSS code here, and left right, or you can go for bottom. Yeah. Go with position absolutely content. I forgot to write the top here. Top equals to 0, and left equals to 0, right equals to 0, bottom equals to 0, and background color equals to hash CC. These are the color coding for the R1. And border, we should maintain the border also. Border radius equals to 34 pixel, and this one here. And next thing, dot slider colon before position equals to absolute, and then content equals to nothing, just leave it this one. Height, width, and bottom, left bottom. Now bottom 8 pixels, and next thing, background color equals to hash FFF, close here, and WebKit hyphen transform equals to dot 4s and transition dot 4s border radius equals to 68 pixels. Okay, and input dot checked plus dot slider background color colon hash 2196 capital F3. These are the color codings which we need to know for our HTML files here. And next thing, input so I need to close this one here itself. Input dot second, so you can see here I have written check. For this we are writing code here from the HTML page. We are taking input here, so checked plus dot slider of background color, or we can see background before. So we have written this input display, right? For that we have written this line of code, and now for this we are writing this here before slider before of WebKit hyphen transform equals to transition or transform. We need to write transform here, or we can write a translate. Translate x of 52 pixels here, and then ns ms hyphen transform equals to translate x of 52 pixels. Next, transform translate x translate x of 52 pixels. Slash, we need to close the style here, which we open automatically. A style is closed here, so remove this one, and please check the every sentence which I have written, very close here. So body we have written here, and we have closed here on our padding side. Next switch we have open here, and we have closed here. And for switch input we have open, we have closed here. For slider 1 I have open here, and we have closed in here. And for slider before absolutely we have open here, and we have closed in here. Okay, and for input, yeah, you can have clear understanding here when I paste this. Yeah, for inputs I open and closed here, and for before, and we closed here, and style we have closed here. Now we'll write script here, JavaScript here. So if you remove this one, they will ask a suggestion. See, which tag you want to write, script tag. So automatically content type, whatever we write in between script tag is always it will be a JavaScript there. So if you want, you can place it, or otherwise you can just remove this one. And in between this we will write a JavaScript function to call or to send the functions to get command to send the command to our backend, which is MicroPython side. So open this one, and we'll write a function, and if you see I've placed a function called f here. Automatically it will tell me that you need to write the function here, function name and function argument here. So my function name is toggle checked box. Argument is element here. Everything we will call it has in the form of element. In between I need to write in body here. So where xhr equals to new xml http request. If element dot checked xhr dot open of get, whatever we are writing just for only one single button. Once we completed this, we will know for single button we need to write this much of HTML code to work properly here. So, and to have a proper API connection with our MicroPython here. So slash of question mark relay equals to on comma true, and if element is checked, else we need to write for another one, else xh or dot open of get it should be in double quotations, comma, relay equals to of, comma, true, and close this one, and xhr dot send. Yeah, this is, now we have written JavaScript here in head. Now we'll concentrate on body part, which is how to display here, because everything we do here, see, just like we are makeup do like for our faces, just like this only. For makeup we need to have any lot of creams and all the things, right? So same like that only, we need to mention the button which should the color, which should the, what should the color will be, and what should the function it happen. All the things will be written on the back side, because when we do makeup, all the prerequisite we need to do is face wash, all the things, right? The same like thing, what we do in HTML pages. So we write all the codes for only single button to like in attractive mode, and according to displays, which is someone will may open from mobile app, and someone will open from tab, some will one open from desktop. So everything look beautiful when we go with another displays here. So for user interactive and responsive thing, we will write all this code here. So here of h1 tag here, h1 tag, in this you can whatever you write, simply it will be present there. So I'm writing CodeGnan relay web server, and label class equals to switch so I need to write this in label part. After that, input tag, input time is equals to checked, and we can write name, or we can go with on change function here. On change, so it should not be space here. On change equals to toggle checkbox of this. Backslash s to this one, and write stamp tag, class equals to slider, and close the spam tag here and close the label tag, close the body tag and save the program here as sample. I will it is in the format of projects. Okay, really HTML. I will open this file. Now you can check here desktop projects. This is the relay file. Yeah, relay. See, for this we are writing here. See, to come this like we are writing here. So once we check this one, automatically we'll know here. So it is not properly. We are writing for this to toggle this switch here. So this is the thing we will write here, and just we copy the code here from Sublime Text and we will place it in our relay here, which is we are placing here and we are placing between this here. Whatever the code HTML code we have written here, we are just placing this code in there here. So we are placing this code in here. So just copy the code yeah, we have just placed the code here. Whatever we have written here, automatically whatever we have written here, automatically we copy this code and we have pasted here. And then we need to write relay state here, relay state, because ultimately you are getting the output as relay state here, and return HTML. Okay, next we need to write the socket program here. So s equals to socket dot socket of socket dot a f underscore inet comma socket dot sock underscore s3 stream s dot bind of 80, because we will run our server in 80 number port here. So s dot listen of 5. For every 5 seconds we are going to listen here. So next, now while true, if gc dot mem underscore free is less than 1 lakh or 2000, and then gc dot collect and come out of this loop and start connecting with our web server. Add equals to h dot accept. This function will accept all the requested coming from that IP which is MicroPython generates here. Con dot set timeout of 3.0. Con dot set timeout, which means for every 3 seconds it will asking to web server to any request are coming or not here. So this this statement works on that. So next thing, if connection get, we need to print a connection is get from which IP address here. So got a connection from %s comma %str of adder. Like this line will print the IP address of the connection from which it has came here. And next thing, request equals to str of, or request equals to con dot is connection dot receive. If it is particular proper connection, then we will receive the data is here in the format of 1024, and connection dot con dot set timeout of none. In none, and should be capital here. And next, print connection request, what the request he has sent here, whether to on or to off. So content equals to, so that is s percentage request, and relay underscore on equals to request dot find of whether this request or this will show the request here. Yeah, whether we are getting this request or we are getting this request, this on or off, we need to find here. So whether we are getting relay on equals to on, or for this we have created variables here because we cannot use this as here in every part. So we will create alias name here of equals to request dot find of relay underscore off equals to of if relay on equals to 6, then print relay on and call the function, give the value here, relay dot value equals to 0. Else if, which is elif here, relay of equals to 6, then print of relay of relay dot value of 1 and response equals to web page. So we need to take the response from web page here. So next thing, con dot send, we need to mention the proper URL format here. So http slash 1.1 200 okay backslash n, the format we need to send here. And next thing, con dot send of content type text slash html backslash n, con dot send of connection close backslash n. Yeah, this is the format we will send the HTML URL here. Con dot send all response, and once we send all the response, we'll close here. Con dot close, and the format we follow here. So Control press S to save the file, which is web server controlling. Yeah, now save the program and run the program here. So play button. Once it get connected, it will give IP address for us. So invalid syntax on 49th line. Yeah, got a connection here. str of we need to look it here. So to remove comma, save and run the program. It's easy to debug in MicroPython, always shows the error here. So module has no attribute AF inet. So this is not tnet, this is inet here. Where here. Inet. So Control press S to save the program and run here. While you are typing, we need to look up the syntaxes here and spellings. Line number 42. Save the program. So it should be separate one. So let's play button. Downloading, okay. It will start giving the IP address. Yeah, it's given IP address here. See, just copy this IP. Just copy this IP here. Oh, not the program. Line number 42. So just to copy the IP, just place it here. Let me check again here. Line number 42 s dot bind. Invalid arguments here. Just run the program here. Okay, given IP address for us. Just copy this IP address and open our browser and paste it here. Okay, and to change my Wi-Fi connection, so it need to change us to same Wi-Fi which we have given here. So 1 second. So wait, I need to connect to the same Wi-Fi. Now it will come because we have mentioned here Cognan COE. See, so got a connection from this one. So which means our one. See, this is how we can give, and this one. So now I will connect my hardware part here. So hash is for commenting here. So VCC of relay is connected to 3.3V of node MCU, and hashtag hash ground is connected to ground of node MCU, and data pin is connected to this signal. S pin is connected to, which is we have mentioned here pin number 5, which is D2. If you see the node MCU pin out, you take it this one. GPO 5 in the sense is D1. So we'll connect our to D1 of node MCU, which is GPIO 5. Okay, these are the connections we are going to use for our node MCU here for with the relay. You can see I am connecting my relay signal pin to D1 and ground pin to ground and V in pin to 3.3V and power pin to this D1. It might be a loose connection. You can clearly observe here when I play this, so repeat again. Now again reload this page. Okay, now relay is on. In the sense, you can see here green light is visible to you. You can see green light is coming here. So, and here is relay on. When you off this, relay is off. Yeah, you can see clearly. I hope you understand about controlling LED from web server. Like we can control output devices like relay, motor, fan, etc. Thank you.
I hope you have enjoyed watching it. If you have liked our content, please do hit like button and do subscribe to our YouTube channel for more useful content and exciting updates. If you want to learn such practical content at an affordable cost with Microsoft certification and instructor support, please register at academy.codenan.com. You can also download app from Play Store as Codenan. Never hesitate to raise queries in the comment section, and please do reply with your suggestions for more practical videos. We'll be happy to come up with it. Thank you.